there's some big things happening with Rise Incognito, man. Removing Wirebugs, you would think is such a small thing, but it makes the game so much more enjoyable. It's closer to Freedom Unite than World or 4U is, in my opinion. And I know that's a crazy thing to say. That looks like the incorrect thumbnail. Okay, hold on. Sorry, your streamer's being a fuckboy as usual. Wirebug, the only gameplay change I made. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, no. Well, we made a lot more than that. Yes, the Wirebug is how we started, but it's not how we ended. Let me try and surprise you. I thought you've been here in the stream. I thought you noticed. I see it. Never. I don't know that I 100% agree with you, except for Perfect Rush. Perfect Rush needs a little bit of Jesus on the shield attack. So one small but extremely helpful thing is if you don't want pets and you're not using Wirebugs, normally movement is like really bad. You've probably noticed that. That's really bad. Check what I coded. You move almost as fast as the dog now. Obviously, this is only outside of combat. I coded it? You fucking code it then. I'm not saying I coded it. I co-created it. You gotta unlock that from the Sonic event quest? Not exactly. See, but look, now it doesn't work. Because we're in combat. But once we're out of combat, we'll come back. See? There was a guy in Mod Nexus that was complaining, is like, I don't like the dust. And I was like, why don't you just disable it? You can just disable it. Why do you? He was like, can I get smaller dust? It's like, I'm not going to make a million different versions of dust. Either you use the version I gave you or you turn it off. What's the problem? So what else did I do? I made that. I'm working on a version of improving the shadows. You can see it. See the distance? Improves distant shadow quality. Yeah, we got the Wirebug mod. I made this mod, improve the color. This is what it looks normally. This is it with my mod on. Pretty big change, huh? Kind of reminds me a little bit of Portable Third. Probably the way the game should have looked from the very beginning. What else did I make? Those are the big ones. I made one for Wilds that's just like this. This last one here. This mod here, this Shadow Engine's not a public thing. DSC is going to be working on it eventually. I don't know when, but I based it off of his mods, so. Technically, this is like a full rewrite, but if he wants to tackle it, that's fine. I gave him all of my information. You can use it. Hello, Epic Lee? There's people taking me up in the comments about making local models. In fact, somebody right now is saying, can you tell me how to do image generation on Nagisa? And I'm thinking about telling them how to do it. What's Bugless Damage like? Nice long quests? It's longer. It does take longer. I don't even know what I'm doing. Bugless longsword optimal damage is counter-based? You would know better than me. I'm not going to claim to be the expert on that. I will try and do Allmother, why not? When I did very, very, very early motion value analysis in Rise, not counting Wirebug skills, spirit comboing was the best damage, but I don't know what I'm doing because I'm vibe coding? You fucking do it then! Hold on a sec. Let me be clear. I am vibe coding. Before you all get like high and mighty though, I want you motherfuckers to see what I'm working on. You just tell me, you think this bullshit? Where is it? Where's the program? There's a certain amount of brain power you need to be able to create things. And you guys don't have it. You see that bullshit? It's a lot of work. Is this Athena's? No, this is going to be Shepard's ass. It's not ready yet. But it will be. Why is it like smoggy? Probably because I'm an HDR. I don't know what else. I forget if I fixed Blood Awakening yet. This was in my to-do list, but I didn't work on this today. That's close. I didn't take all the crit skills. Agitator's attack. Blood Awakening is attack. But see, it'll give you, it reads all of your curious crafted armor pieces, and it'll tell you whether you need to craft new pieces to make an ideal set. But whatever. You know what? I don't consider myself, I will not be bothered by peasants. It taps into your save? Absolutely it does. There's got to be two parts to it, right? Do I still have it installed? Nope. But there's a tool that will export everything from your save. I created a Lewis script. It dumps everything. And then you read that. And then you could do your own custom thing. But whatever. Peasants won't bother me. The weak and feeble-minded will remain exactly where they are. Yeah, no, it's for you, Trey. It's a big hit. I can stream, I'm very smart. I can't program, but I can think. That's all I can do. But I'm actually kind of learning how to program. Like, I actually am trying to learn from each thing. Because I don't want to be reliant on the machines forever. You're welcome, Trey. You appreciate it. I'm gonna die here. When I get baited by chat again, I won't be bothered? I won't be bothered, but I have a very long memory, and I easily carry grudges. Japanese didn't work out? What the fuck? I've gone to Japan 3 times. I have small conversations in Japanese. You wanted to translate some stuff? Why are you being such an asshole? You know what? This is a YouTube chat sort of stream. How you doing, Kuro? He's actually from Japan. See, I got pretty much all of Wild's color pretty much over and done with. It's pretty much either the ass, or I'm trying to think what else I'm working on. There's the skill rework I want to work on as well. I mean, I'm pretty happy with everything that I've released so far. There are some like custom tuning I need to do, like map for map. I'm hoping to get help from people in the Discord to do most of that. I haven't seen any actual testing yet, though. So that may not happen, but that's the hope. This is the one move where like I really wish I had a Wirebug to do like the adamant slash. This is the best we're gonna do. Damage is pretty good though. Stressful day in the world today. There's just a mild suggestion of nuclear annihilation. And fortunately, it does seem like we dodged that bullet. Hopefully it stays that way. I like being alive. I swear to God, I just stood there and it blew me up from the other direction and it didn't get me this time. Super cool, thanks. I don't know how scared I should be right now. Probably mildly afraid. I think it's cute that Malzeno shows up. He's like, now it's my turn. Go get him, buddy. You got this. Alright, we both got fucked up. Oh, hello, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Twitch chat today. If I knew it was going to be like that, I would have just taken the night off and kept coding. It's almost like they designed, it's like they designed Allmother around not needing wirebugs, which is kind of funny. I guess the nice thing is this one she doesn't have a scoop on, or punish on it. Oh, why is the map there? That's usually where I put max potion. I don't think we ever got a Risen Allmother. She actually is a really good fight. It would have been nice to see more than just a hazard. Make the hazards myself. Risen. But yeah, I mean, I think there's already a custom quest modifier out there. I don't know how much work has been done to change monster behavior. If we could figure out how to change it, we could also probably figure out how to make it so that when they load into a zone, they don't just scream at each other. Just currently the issue with trying to make it so, you know, they don't just run at each other and scream at each other's asses. If you disable, like, the writing. You know, she actually feels easier than Ibushi. Right, I get baited sometimes because I think it's going to be wind, and it's actually an explosion. Oh! That was surprisingly easy. All right. I'm going to open up Twitch chat, but I'm opening it up with extreme prejudice. I wouldn't be bothered? I didn't realize I had the rudest motherfucking chatters in history. Like, what the fuck? What happened? I don't know. Somebody came out to say, they're like, I'm here to shit on my streamer? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you here? I could be doing literally anything. Start modding on stream? You guys don't care about the mods. You don't want them. I'll make them for myself. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Chat is a reflection of streamer? Sure. Getting one guy? It's just really fucked up. It's some really, really fucked up stuff. Affliction's separate from MR. Level 1 Volvidon? I mean, I'm happy with my weapon. I guess the only thing I really would do is augment my armor. Oh. That would be good. I might do Volvidon. I mean, I look at it, it's like, I got like a stress response looking at the investigation board. Sponge, thank you.
22 subscription. Sponge gifted a tier 1 sub to Desire Biatch 22. They have given 211 gift subs in the channel.
My screen? It's the Surge Sprint mod. That's the way I have the camera pull out. I could probably fix it. It's noticeable when you go through things. But I think it's better overall. Because it's doing a camera offset. I couldn't figure out, but it's been a while, so like I could probably figure it out now, how to get it to use like normal camera controls. rather than just like teleporting the camera. Certain areas of maps inaccessible without wirebugs. There's probably some stuff you can't get to, but there's never an issue with like getting to the boss. Is there a mod that makes afflicted monsters less red? Maybe? Use reshade to change them from red? In Wilds, we have the ability to go sepia. We could do that. Is that Rage Slash? Yeah. Moon Sugar mode? I can only do Moon Sugar in Wilds. I haven't coded it into Rise yet. Well, we're changing the color now without reshade. We got this mod. Can you tell the difference? I'll show the Moon Sugar video. Just in case people... Oh, hold on. I'll get DMCA'd if I do. Hold on. Give me a second. No, please! No, please! Stop! Game stop. Nope. Man, this is a mode in Wilds now. You could probably code it to activate every time you took a mushroom. But I'm very close to being able to get this to work in Rise. I just need to put the time in it. You could even speed up how quickly the tripping goes. Can you sync it to your PC's fans? That might be asking a lot, but, you know, anything's possible. What you could probably do is have it live output to a JSON file and then have your fans sync up to that file. So it's in theory possible. I think I'm good though. I mean, other than, you know, further fine tuning the presets, I think the mod's pretty much done. I think I got it. Get to my webcam feed. That's a good idea. I do agree, like, there's probably something we could do better for Afflicted when they change colors. Stamina thief will only affect blunt attacks in the game, so that's what deals exhaust value. Isn't there like exhaust shot? And like tackling, and there's lots of weapons that have blunt attacks that probably do some amount of exhaust. Right? But other than exhaust shot, you're probably right. But then again, there's also, the arrow rain for bow. That might deal some exhaust. If you really wanted to be sure, like, you try to take a look at all the motion values in the game and just see if they have an exhaust value attached to it. I mean, by and large, Hunting Horn normally gets the most exhaust. I think even if you're hitting the head and dealing KO, blunt attacks still deal some amount of exhaust. Like, I think it's like in addition to, not either or. It's on right now, right? It is. Okay. I think they're stunned, but we've got stun resist anyways. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. Oh, that almost killed me. In Wilds, it's either or with KO or exhaust. Are you kidding me? Really? That's bizarre. That does make Stamina Thief way worse, but yeah, I think I would want to like check that first because I'm pretty sure it exhausts no matter what. It seems bizarre to me that it would be like, oh, this is KO and not exhaust, even if you're hitting the head. Oh, there's absolutely a HUD that would show it in real time, I'm sure of it. Is there exhaust ammo in Wilds? Probably? I don't know. I've done a very tiny amount of gunning in Wilds. Exhaust damage on weapons on head does KO. That is correct. Yep. Yeah, if you're using like exhaust file or exhaust shot. But I just don't know. I would have to look at it. And it could be a game by game change on whether or not it still does the exhaust damage or not. Say good morning. What time zone are you in? What the fuck? I thought you were in the United States. Oh, I almost had the rage slash. Well, alright, he's gonna get me. What weapon do you enjoy playing with the most? I play almost all melee weapons. I guess in general, like hammer and greatsword are my favorites, but it's not like universal. But with no wirebugs, those weapons are definitely among the best. That's kind of a goofy clear. I haven't tried Lance without wirebugs, but assuming you don't get too greedy, it's probably fine. I mean, what does Lance get? Like, an I fucked up counter? That's fine. You started playing hammer again? Awesome. You transpose other weapon moves on other weapons. It's really... That's really hard with the tools we have currently. You can mix moves around very easily within the same weapon, but taking like True Charge Slash and putting on Hammer, haven't been able to crack that nut yet. Get to work. I did try actually. But there's certain, like, that's like an end goal. The immediate goal is making the game not look like ass cheeks. Which you know what? We did it. Other than like working on the shadow mod a little bit more, which again is like, I think DSC is going to take the reins on that. Guess I'm going to work on the ass next. Imagine Big Bang ends with a True Charge Slash. Well, we don't want to be making any, like, aggressive cheat mods. Now, could we rebalance some weapons? Yes, that would probably be fine. Do I have a command or something in the Discord that shows every mod I've installed? No. You don't even play Rise. This, if you watched, you would know the surge sprint doesn't even work when you're fighting the monster. This is literally just to be like, I don't want to have a dog. And I don't want to have to spend like 10 minutes walking across the map. You're sorry? You know what, Julian Carter? Today, you're not at fault. Everyone else is. And for every transgression you've ever done, I'm going to inflict it on them. Today's the day of retribution. Don't bully Jillian Carter. That's what I'm trying to say, is I'm not going to bully Jillian Carter. Everyone else. It's just a lot of assholes in Twitch chat today. That's all. Maybe you're always assholes. I never noticed. Today I'm just like tuned in. Thank you. You're welcome. Can we stand there like End of Evangelion as every other member of Twitch chat gets crucified and lanced through like a million times? And we just stand there with like our hands behind our back? Turn me into orange juice. Someone would like it. I forgave you, Susie, because even though you were an asshole yesterday, I put you to work and you actually did the work. Thank you. Appreciate that. It made my finishing up the mod a lot faster. Pretending Izuchi's this chat. You don't rank as an Izuchi. An Alteroth, maybe. What else do I need work on? It's pretty much I just need to test it myself. The Rise ass is what I'm going to work on next. That's what I'm going to work on tonight. But it's close to being done. I mean, I could probably release it now and it would be fine. I'm just trying to optimize it because the current situation, and like, it's not even a bad thing because like, I already have a solution coded in for it, is when you search for something, like if you're not cognizant of how many armor pieces and talismans it'll search for like 99 million combinations. Now, it very quickly gets the best solution, but it'll keep searching all 99,200,000 permutations. You have that problem with the Frontier one? So the solution is just like tune down the amount of like viable things, because I coded in like a value system for each armor piece and each talisman. So like you can get it down pretty quickly, right? So this will actually search everything. It's unlikely to ever get better than 97%. The only thing that might happen is you might end up finding something with like more armor or like more resist. This isn't going to explode my computer. I've got a 9950 X3D. Can I check how much it eats on Task Manager? Sure. It's not even showing in the top 5. 3%? That's not too bad. But yeah, it's almost done. It just needs a little bit more work. Add a stop after it reaches. So at one point I did have it stop after 100%. But the issue with that is sometimes you want it to go a little bit farther than 100% for the purpose of defense and resists. So like the stop button's like right there. You can just hit the stop button if it's like at 97% or 100% and you're happy. But I don't want it stopping like right away. I could put an arbitrary number in after 100% maybe stop, but I don't know how Athena's ass does it, other than, like, there's probably just a lot less equipment to go through. I mean, Athena's ass will explode your computer, too. That's the difference. Yeah, and in this, with curio crafting, there's a lot more to go through. That, and, like, if you didn't notice, you know, if it's searching, like, 35 of your best talismans, that's a lot more combinations. Oh, that's pretty smart. 1 billion parameters. Well, I could definitely get mine up to over 1 billion parameters. Easily. Let me see what happens. This might explode my computer. Up close. 753 million? It's honestly, it's fine. It is very happily sitting at 3% of my processing power. So it's like really not a problem. Untick 3 skills? Oh, to limit it more? I don't know if it would matter much. Multi-thread it? I don't think we want it multi-threaded. I think it's fine the way it is. I just hit the little lizard. It's not for me, it's for the people that are gonna run it. I had somebody in Mod Nexus today ask me how to find a mod under RE framework. If you're gonna have people on there that are like brand new to modding, can you imagine what's gonna happen if you put tools on there that like explode people's computers? Like, I don't want to be held liable. Nexus discussions are a cesspit. I'm sure it's really bad. I'm not expecting for the best and brightest. The worst part is the people that go on Mod Nexus, download a bunch of mods, don't know what they're doing, and then when they break all their shit, they start asking Capcom for support on their mods. That was in a, like, shareholder report. They, like, discussed it, and they said, we need to stop modding because people keep bothering us because they're breaking their fucking game. And, like, I almost don't even blame them. That's gotta be very annoying for them to try and figure out what's wrong, and they find out some fucker, like, messed up their game. I remember there was a guy, like, week 1 or week 2 on Reddit, on the PC version, claimed he beat fucking Xenojiva and like his save got deleted. And that was just like not true. They just went on the internet and they told lies. And the entire time, for like months, if not years, people were like, does Xenojiva delete your save? In all my speedruns of Monster Hunter World, probably the worst thing I ever saw is one time Palomo no-clipped through the bottom of the map. One time on Xbox, he did that. And it was a good run too, but... No, I think the problem is Capcom doesn't filter the emails. They actually respond to them. Anyone who's dumb enough to email them, they assume is like, all right, this must be a serious issue. Can Can I email them? I would like to ask them about 4 Ultimate. I don't think I've ever seen Rathian spinning in the air. Where's the Dino Crisis remake? Are you saying that because I'm a Capcom shareholder? Anytime you think you're bad with tech. Yeah, no, I feel pretty good right now. But you're right. There's definitely people out there that don't know what they're doing, and then they get mad at everyone else. I think they'll do a remake of Dino Crisis before they make a remake of Resident Evil 6. That's my claim. I could be wrong. RE5 is a little bit harder, but I think Dino Crisis before RE5. Use my influence to port for you to PC. You say that as if I haven't, in all of my conversations with every community manager, been like, what the fuck? When are we gonna get for you to PC? And by the way, unrelated events, I did check my Capcom stock today, and I really hope that RE9 helped move the profitability because the shares are not looking great. I still believe in it long term, but it's not great. Well, Pragmat is the sort of title that, like, I mean, it's not going to save anything. I mean, it's like one of those in-between titles. Well, the issue is that they're a Japanese company that carry a lot of Japanese yen. And Japan right now is going to be getting turbo-fucked by petroleum, and so the yen is probably going to end up going worse, and so it's going to affect them as much as it would affect something like Nintendo. It's just, everything's delayed, Avery, so as good as RE9 may have done, like, people want to find out what the dividend is going to be, and we should know soon. At least, you know, the book's closed in March, so within a month or two, we should get, you know, updated reports, and then by mid-June, mid-July, we should have an idea. It doesn't really matter. I'm not planning on taking any money out anytime soon, so. Double down and buy more? Well, I will not be doing that. If I move any money in, it's going to be in VOOG, possibly VGT. The annual report. I mean, they've got the quarterly stockholder stuff too, but yeah. The annual report will probably be big. Buy the peak, sell the dip. I already moved a ton of money into Capcom. I'm already overexposed on Capcom. But honestly, anyone that wanted to get in, like, genuinely, like, now would be the time to get in. God knows they're not, probably not going to go much lower. But we got to get over there. He's in the goo. I'm trying to sell my stock to you. I'm not selling it. I am sunk cost on my stock. Oh, I believe in Capcom way more than I do Square Enix. Which is insane. Like, as a kid, I liked Capcom games, but I loved Square Enix games. You know, their original plan, allegedly, was to remake all the PlayStation 1 Final Fantasies on PlayStation 2. I don't know what happened there. like you can get the Square Enix stuff on sale semi-regularly. They're not nearly as bad as Nintendo. I'm just confused why they spent all that time remaking Dragon Quest VII and then took out a ton of content. Why did you do that? Who wants less content? What happened to the Square Enix NFT game? The first one made Square Enix a ton of money. Outside of that, Kaiser says, again, for me, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is very mildly whatever I get back in a dividend. And even then, like I said, like I'm not taking money out for a while. Long term, I still feel like Capcom has some of the best IPs and best developers. Like, again, like, a lot of really fucked up stuff happened with Wilds. Likewise, there was some fucked up stuff with the development of Rise, but I don't know. I believe in the company. Because, like, what are the other alternatives? Nintendo? I'm not putting money into Blizzard Activision. Well, I'm not sure that Ryozo actually knows how to bonk good. I've seen him naked, like, go all in on big banging monsters from neutral, but I still think they could do okay. Investing from software? It's a little difficult to invest in them directly. I think you have to invest in Katakawa? Maybe even Sony now. I don't even know the corporate structure. And even then, like, buying, like, Japanese-only stocks is expensive and costly to maintain. Which says the minimum to invest in Capcom? There's never any minimum to invest in any company. I would, for the record, I would not recommend investing in Capcom. Invest in an ETF. And you can put a lot of money in there. But invest in VOO or VOOG is probably the smartest thing you can do. Next game being NS2. Oh, Nintendo Switch 2? Duskblood's being Switch 2 exclusive? Could be a problem. Oops. Oops. What if you invest everything in monkey PNGs? Then you get what you deserve. Just to get rug pulled. Rug pulled worse than even shit coins. That's, I think most shitcoins had a longer life expectancy than NFTs. As far as I could tell. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Good guy. You never use Wirebugs for those? Well, now I can't use Wirebugs for anything. I have none. Are the wings still the weak spot? Probably. If he's enraged, though, I think the head is best to get the topple. Oh, we're dead. Kaiser Soze, I think if you just think long term, just invest into a broad-ranged ETF. I mean, don't overthink it. Just put it into, like I said, VOO or VOOG and like live your life. If you want to be Epic Lee, you can invest in VGT. You'll still get AI exposure no matter what. No matter what ETF you invest in. Every company's putting money in AI, but VGT might be a little bit more concentrated. Oh, we got a gem. That's nice. So the other mod we've got here, Restretto, if you didn't notice, it locks our health on Spirit Birds. So we don't have any bonus health either, other than the canteen buff. It's pretty much the Fog playstyle. He would say no Spirit Birds are allowed, but he uses Wirebugs outside of combat. Can they die from anomaly explosions? Probably. It's damage. You like his floppy neck? I kind of like it. Nice. Can hammer do as much damage that fast? Well, with Frostcraft, it's going to be pretty hard to compete. Because especially with Courage Hammer, you're usually keeping your weapon out the whole time. Greatsword, you're constantly sheathing and repositioning. I can upgrade this thing? Huh. That's nice. It's a little, tiny little boost. Yeah, there's a lot of video game here. There's a lot to do. What even makes this hammer good? It doesn't have a lot of raw. I guess it's got a lot of purple sharpness. It looks kind of bad. The gun hammer looks okay. I'm sure Magmadron has the best fire hammer. The armor pieces are okay, but the hammer, I can't figure out what it's doing. I know Flaming Espinos is pretty good. I can't figure it out. You could craft it straight away. I guess that's a bonus. You don't have to, like, upgrade through it. But arguably, like, the non-max tier Magmadron hammer is better. And I'm sure it gets even better fully upgraded. I guess the difference is in the slots. But would the extra level 2 slot be worth it? Especially if you're, like, getting a level 1 Rampage slot? I don't think so. I'm just trying to see if, like, there's any elemental hammers I would make so I could start weaving some in. Right. Yeah, the hell that is the Mantle of Origin. Remember this being very hard, but yeah, it's unequivocally the best lightning, I think. I feel like the gun hammer is, like, not that bad. But yeah, I guess you don't really get much sharpness there, huh? don't really know what I want to fight. I just want to keep doing anomaly investigations. I know this is like not an efficient way of playing the game, but I guess I don't really care. Farm for Origin Mantle? I will eventually. I mean, they're the best thunder weapons in the game, I think. Wait, does Kezu somehow beat Narwa in the final title update? How? Why? I'm gonna need an explanation on that. Oh, that wasn't even close. I need to hear more about why fucking Kezu clears Narwa. Arcane and Ola. Should be one more rock. Is there? Well, maybe not. Oh my god! Augmenting slots give you a sharpness augment, and Kezu gets to purple. But are you considering it like with or without protective polish? And if so, can't Narwa just use like a handicraft thing? Genuinely curious, like I almost want to load up my other save and look at them both. But what I'm saying is, like, the base stats would need to be way higher, or at least equal. I don't... Really? I'm not calling you a liar. I can't believe Kezu gets more thunder than Narwa. Maybe it's just for Switch Axe. Maybe this is a Switch Axe exclusive situation. And if that's the case, like that, I'm happy. That's great. That's one less fucking Narwa thing you need to grind for. You can definitely use Master's Touch in endgame. Absolutely. Dude, the Bullfongo is the one that got that. Which Monster Hunter is the largest roster? It's probably Generations Ultimate or Frontier, depending if you count Frontier. Teabag me. Nice. Popping, probably. They're really chunky monsters if you don't have any wirebugs, huh? I'm not getting the anomaly topples? I'm not fully augmented. In fact, I'm barely augmented. That shouldn't matter? I think it matters a little bit. It doesn't matter. I'm doing plenty of damage? I don't know what to tell you. I know it gets harder and harder. Well, as you get more and more topples, the next topple I think gets harder to get. So you maybe didn't see the start of the quest. Then the very first topple is no problem. I think I have disabled the color grading LUTs, Hobbs. Interview vid or something where they discuss who gets in the roster? I don't know what you're talking about. Is there? I don't think they ever really get into too much detail about that. But we could know from past experience, like, for the most part, G-rank expansions are like nostalgia fests. Base games usually have the most original monsters, and then in G-rank it's like, hey, remember that? Remember that monster? Hey, that monster! It's the equivalent of like whenever I'm fighting something on screen and somebody's like, I hope that thing's in Wilds! I hope Tobi Kadachi's in Wilds! I hope Bishiken's in Wilds. Do you hope they had Bishiken? They might. Queen Vespoid taken away too soon from us. If Malfestio didn't have his Reverso controls, he would be fine. You don't want no Gigante in Wild? Save him for a better game? Completely agree. Honestly, Greatest Jagras would be a decent fight in any game you brought him into. That made me really dizzy. Did that make anyone else really dizzy? That made me really dizzy. I want to compare the Narwa Switch Axe to the Kezu Switch Axe. And I want the chatter who said it was better to be right. And everyone else to be wrong. So Narwa, 310.74, and obviously this is before we do anything. Well, that's 20 more raw. Do I have one? I don't. Kind of hard to see the numbers. I would say it's definitely viable. Oh, they're definitely both elemental file, yeah. Narwa has no slots. Kezu has a level 3 slot and a level 1 slot and a level 3 rampage slot. For the elemental thing? I think he might be right. I mean, it's going to be close. But, that's, again, it's the one less thing that you have to craft. Right? You can just craft Kezu and live your life. You don't have to craft up a mantle for that one. Yeah, I think I agree. And the sharpness looks pretty good by default. Narwa would get purple sharpness by default as well. I don't think that's really the main differentiator. Right. If you gave up... Jesus Christ. I'm getting stun locked here. Hold on. Right, that would take 4. You know. So you're giving up possibly 15, between 15 or whatever. Well, it would be this. So I'm getting confused. Oh god, this whole fucking system, man. So it would be this amount, right? Because you would need, no, hold on. So it would be 38 Thunder. We're not counting the deco slots, but those should count somewhere. So it'd be 112 Thunder. And I don't think I've got Thunder boost on. Let's assume they're equal. 80. Would it be 87? No, it would be more. Because you would be able to max it out. Plus you'd be able to put on more attack. I think with the higher raw, this probably wins. Because then again, you still have level 3 slot and a level 1 slot, which is, you know, pretty big. I mean, a level 3 slot, I mean, there's a lot of fun things you could put in there. It's just really nice because that means you don't have to farm up fucking Narwa. You could just like I said, you could just live your life. Turn Wirebugs on and speedrun making it? What? That's how the weakness creeps into your heart, you know. You say, oh, just one quest. I'm trying to just sell the talismans I don't want, so I don't end up having 5,000 talismans in my box. Do you mean L2 button, Nefudis? Okay. I'm assuming you're using the mod. I would, just for my own sanity, Drunken Walrus, go with what I assumed would be best at Anomaly 300. I guess, you know, for variety's sake, it's fine. You just do whatever the fuck you want, but... Oh my god. I do not enjoy the Anomaly part grind. This is not fun. You're not using the Wirebugs mod? Well, you're strong enough of your mind that you wouldn't need it. Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point now I don't even bother hitting L2 unless I'm trying to like climb up a wall. That's just the thing, Fire Cannon. The Greatsword Sheath Wirebug skill is nice. That's why you have to resist it. It's iframes and it's damage. Isn't it like 10% damage? Possible Bedge is gone. I have to re-add it. I unsubscribed from Better Twitch TV because I'm like, why am I giving this company $5 a month when everybody is already using 7TV? Really, there's just no reason. Uh-oh. He's dealing a lot of damage. I probably should have equipped Antidote. Oh no. I don't even know what my openings are. Ah, is that what it is, Murph dude? So you go morph mode with Kezu? That makes sense. Are you supposed to topple him there, or are you just supposed to run away? Not that I was about to get the topple, but... You're supposed to iframe it? That is not happening. I think I'll just Superman dive next time. Ever met a person in real life act like this Espinos? Yeah, you. You don't think I'm gonna make it? Not with that attitude. Fuck! We will probably have to farcast at least once. Thank you for the Vivid Rise mods and all the mods in general recently. You know what, Solid Penguin? Thank you. And to everyone else, go fuck yourself. But thank you, Solid Penguin. I worked pretty hard on those. Oh, I thought I was in Rage Slash. No! Just sucking down these potions, man. I don't like it. I can't Rage Slash him. Like, I almost think, like, true charge slash is better because, like, I feel like there's barely any moves I could rage slash. And this lower health is, like, especially bad with poison. That's a cool move. Oh! Was I supposed to die? Yeah, I got TCS on Scroll Slop. Yeah. Surge Slash is better? Do you think Surge Slash would work okay with Crosscraft, though? Let's try it. Crosscraft works with dual blades. True. Just thinking of putting anti-poison in. What the fuck? What's missing? I just didn't put anything in? Do you think that's true? You think the only way Surge Slash gets beaten is the Wirebug counter? Probably want to start off with charging and then we could switch over. Actually, you know what? Maybe it doesn't matter. He'll be up right away anyways. You're right, you get a pretty decent combo off. Then he runs, and then he shoots a fireball. It's nice to have an antidote on at the very least. Okay, we lived. That's a good start. Why is it the second hit of the circle surge slash does like exhaust damage? Can you actually KO things with that? I guess is it the final hit of the third hit? Am I dead? Oops. You hit with the handle? That's actually really neat. Does it do blunt damage? That's so weird. I'm trying to figure out what the triangle circle attacks do. Somebody was saying that they have part break modifiers. It seems like, and I guess maybe that's a good thing. Oh, it's good at staggers. That's true. Let's go farther than I thought. I think Circle gets bonus elemental damage too. Oh, I couldn't twist. I feel like the overheads don't get enough bonus raw though, Fume, to like really be worth it. I find that even in bad elemental matchups, it feels like it's best off just spamming Circle, assuming you're hitting the weak spot. They're a little bit quicker. I don't know. You know, it's not that hard to check the actual exact number of frames on them. Nope. I don't know, man. I feel like I would still rather have Rage Slash. Not even because of anything other than just, like, being able to aim. Oh! No! Focus mode ruined me? This, for some reason, I've been having a very hard time getting the True Charge Slash to twist. It's supposed to have a little twist. Feels like shitty switch axe? I don't agree with that. No focus mode playthrough next. Wilds is gonna need a lot of work before I would even consider doing another playthrough. Like a lot of work. Alright, I'm getting out of here. They're sharpened. What was that bonk? What bonk? The tackle? The wall bonk? The marionette spider? You've never used one. Did you play Master Rank, or...? It was part of my mod? No way, man. They only exist in Master Rank. You never use a Endemic Life. Well, that is one of them. It's probably one of the better ones. I would say it is relatively fair here because they're a one-time use. Depends. I mean, if you find more than one in the map, and sometimes there are more than one in the map, you get more than one. There's a food skill that makes more of them spawn in. So you have a limitation. You can only have 4 hunter helpers at a time. But I'm assuming if you use that food skill, they spawn much faster. I have no idea what it does to the time, but you know, I don't know, that's something? Maybe it could be one thing if you're in a 4-player quest, or if you're doing something like Narwa or Gazmgorm, one person could eat for it, so get the hunter help us a little bit more often. I mean, some of their effects are pretty strong. Water beetles are crazy good. Water Blight one weakens all of their hit zones. It's like a full body tenderize. I don't know the exact number, but anything that's going to give you more damage. Other than maybe the KO is like probably the best thing you could do. Unfortunately, they never really added an official skill that lets us, you know, proactively use blights, which is kind of understandable. Like, they are kind of really, really powerful. But I thought for sure we would get something like that in the game. They probably just could never find out how to balance it. Makes me a riselet for wanting to use elemental blights. Ah! So there's a mod that does that, Susie. At least, I don't know if it's updated, but there was a mod that made it so elemental damage could eventually proc an elemental blight. It was really broken because you were just going to be, you know, you're able to get free KOs and stuff on the monster, which is very powerful. Dude, you gonna sleep? This is twice. Wow, he's immediately enraged again. Maybe he just goes permanent rage. Trepid Heart is a very good skill. I agree. I forget if there's a deco for that or if it's augment only. Different monsters have different behaviors on their life squish. It used to be a lot more noticeable in the earlier games, like Diablos enraging immediately on one hit when they're below like, it's like 20 or 30%. And so I wouldn't be surprised if this guy had similar behavior where at a certain amount of health, he just auto enrages. It used to be way more noticeable, so I'm not sure what your first game was, but it used to be you would know when a monster was ready for capture, primarily based on how they behaved, and some of them would like have like bubbles coming out of their mouth, or now obviously, you know, if they started limping, they were ready for capture, but a lot of them would have tells before they started limping that you could use to tell. You know, the auto enrage was one. Sometimes they would have certain parts of their body that would change, like Plesioth's fin would go down. It really depended on the monster. Kutku was a big one. His little ears would fold in. He might still do that. Does he still do that? Kezu would just stand still and stare at you. For like, I don't know, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay. Hypnotic back feathers. It's, you know, it was a tiny thing, but it did add to the game quite significantly in a way of being like, oh, this feels like a real world with a real game. Oh, Deco's popping up. But we're going a little bit in the opposite direction. You can't even break Rathalos' head anymore, so... I mean, what is there even to say about it, other than it just kind of is what it is, you know? Or his back. The back doesn't bother me as much as the head. You can take away the back break. That's not the end of the world for me, but like take away the head break? Like what are we doing? You monster hunter. Great baggy. Isn't there a mod that makes it so this thing always selects the highest rank you have available? How goes the rise? We are risen. It's a lot of work. I think it's okay to have fidelity, Dylan. I think the issue is like you say, like they need to have style too. There's so much to do in this game. Maybe I can decide on like a single weapon here and just like make that. Kimura Hammer is honestly probably fine. Making a new save to go bugless? I'm not going to put that curse on you, but I will say this. It's very satisfying. You're not going to grind the anomaly again? Can't say I blame you. Before you go quest for Sunbreak and you got it? I did, but it's like, it's not the same, man. It was good for a while. Wish you could share anomaly quests. You kind of can. If you join someone else's and you clear it, you have a pretty good chance of getting a near copy of it. But you're right. There's no like, hello, my brother, enjoy this quest without having to grind it all over again. Would I ever do another Dragma 2 playthrough? On stream? No. Not... I mean, if there was DLC, maybe, but... No. I would sooner do a Dragon's Dogma 1 playthrough. I would sooner do Dragon's Dogma Online, because, like, people are enjoying that. That's what I mean. I should really just get Dragon's Dogma Online. I'm kind of getting hosed by this Kezu. Well, I like Dragon's Dogma. Oops. And I think the combat is, like, exactly the same in Dragon's Dogma Online to normal Dragon's Dogma, right? He's so powerful. Why is he so strong? That was okay damage. No. Yeah, I think after people are no longer paying for subscriptions, Condor, I think the right choice is to pare down some of the grindiness, at least for my tastes. What would red Kezuto look like? It is kind of weird how much they've moved away from subspecies. Like, it was always such an easy win to be like, here's a blue Rathalos. Just to expand the roster. You know, change the behavior a little bit. Give them a couple new moves. Variants have taken over? Barely. We're talking about wilds?
Chris Shredder Ambles just gifted
Shredder, thank you. Like, the funny thing is, you know, for 2025, one of the absolute most popular games in Japan is Night Rain, which almost exclusively is completely reused assets. These mods look cool, thank you. We are in active development on many mods. Don't be a stranger in the Discord. If there's something that you want to see or input, or if you want to help. Return to Night Rain. I'm almost tempted to see if I could code my own FPS patch for Night Rain that maybe wouldn't get detected by easy anti-cheat. Thinking about it. That's all I want. Just higher FPS. Maybe something that changes the color? But I'm pretty happy with how Night Rain looks. That is a game that at least understands color grading. So. You're saying Rise is the only game without monster dicks? Curious. Is Night Rain tied? Is the server logic tied to FPS? You shared your Monster Hunter work buddies with your Vivid Wilds mods, and they loved it. Thank you. I love you. Well, the concern about that one, Susie, is will it get you banned? I want to make one. I'm going to type to Claude, make sure I don't get banned. It will work well. I guess, can you do Depth of Night with seamless co-op? I guess that's the problem. Like, I want to play with randoms. Arkveld technically already has a variant when you think about it, right? The weird thing, Figment's a Fiction, about the mod that I made is that's all stuff that, like, in theory, people should have been able to make that day one. It just feels like people are just, like, fine with using Reshade, but Reshade uses up, like, a decent amount of resources. I don't know, I feel like it's better just to use the in-game options before you start using Reshade. Well, Reshade, you can do so much more than what I'm doing, but there's going to be a performance cost. And if there's a game that we don't want to give any more performance costs to, it's Wilds. What up? It's been a while. We're developing mods for Monster Hunter, Rise, and Wilds. It's been our most recent activities. Textures still look bad? Do I need the HD texture pack? It'll help a little bit, but don't expect too much. You haven't found a mod to hide your mouse cursor in what game? Why is there a mouse cursor? Chep Fongo still kicking? No, he died. I'm sorry. They only have a lifespan of 3 years. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, not all Wilds textures got treated equally with HD Texture Pack. Oh, I thought he was exhausted. He couldn't do it. You. Did they lower some of the textures in the Wilds update? Yes. They definitely reduced the polygon count and texture count quite a bit in the last update. But not enough that you should really be noticing on everything. Kind of thinking about making the Kazoo hammer. That's probably worse than Narwa, isn't it? Then I'd have to make Narwa. Like that's almost a good enough of a reason. Narwa doesn't have native purple. It has a level 2. Why does Kazoo only have a level 1 rampage slot? What the fuck? Why is the switch axe so much better? Why would you do this to the weapon? No! How's the game without Wirebugs? Significantly better. And it's not even close. How about we just make the switch axe? Well, we need to grind it up all the way anyways. Oh, it's so much work. It's so much work playing this game. But that's just the game. Oh, it's a lot of fun. Hobbs. For sure. Level 19 Kazoo. Niabla, hello? Just do it again. We're gonna need more anyways. What is my hammer right now? Like, what am I using? Malzino hammer 310? And so do I really get with this? I get a better rampage slot, I get a level 4 slot, I get a level 2 slot. Okay. I mean, there's some things there. It's probably going to be quite a bit weaker. Compared to the other setup. But maybe... Maybe we just use Frostcraft anyways? Oh, we could. You could definitely So, like, that's the thing, like, you can definitely fight every monster in the game without wirebugs. The only one that's kind of a bit of a challenge is Amatsu. I'm not sure how that one's going to work when we get there. I'll see if we enjoy this anymore. It's got Focus 3, which is kind of a luxury. Am I using a mod that removes wirebugs? I'm using a mod that I made that removes wirebugs. Yes. You can see here when I try to use one, I just do that stupid little jump. Like I said, I made a lot of mods. If I hit the head, that would have been fine. So in my anomaly grind, I'm choosing not to think of it as a grind. I'm just thinking of, you know, playing the game. You're not wrong. It is what it is. Why am I leader? Oh, fuck, no. Was there like a post on like an ancient offshoot SD Shepherd Discord and people are like, hey, go look at SD Shepherd? There's been multiple ancient like artifacts that have come into the stream recently. No offense. Just curious. I always tell people to go to my channel. That's what it is. Yeah, I would like to try and make like a random quest Murph. Been watching since World. But like recently? What made you come here today? Reveal yourself! Did you see Rise and you wanted to rise? God, they hit hard. What? This is definitely easier with Frostcraft Greatsword. Yes, I have a more hit lag mod, but I did not make that. That was on Mod Nexus. I thought this was going to be easier with Hammer, but actually it feels harder. It's called like another hit lag mod. I just feel like I've been using a lot of greatsword. I'm just trying to branch out, you know what I mean? It's wild to me that you're allowed to evade that. Oh my god, I'm too good. That's what I mean, Murph dude. I would want something on quest generation, or like maybe every time you load it into the town, it would make a new one of your available anomalies at max rank. I bet that's possible. Just do one random of the highest afflicted you have, and then one random of anything else. You made a Shep Fongo Super Saiyan 3 photo. Thank you for that. Super Saiyan 3 Shep Fongo seems delightful. Dude, how am I so good at evading? I should not have done that. I was trying to water strike that. That was a mistake. I gotta be careful. I can get paralyzed or KO'd. What are you doing? Nobody judge me. I'm gonna go back to the fucking greatsword on this dude. This is currently ass. I really wanted to use another weapon, but not this one. This is not it. Just make sure I don't take off the... All right, we don't need those. Hold on. Really? Oh, is it because of that? Play Lance for the real fans? I have like the camera Lance and that's it. It'd be cool if they made a Monster Hunter game collection on Steam. I agree. IQ, I agree. From day one, Capcom could have just added that as base functionality into the game. Obviously, it would be way better than what I have. But if you want to get really pissed off, go into the photo mode and then look at the filters, and you'll see that like they have a filter for like color, and they can just let us play like that, like all the time. Why? Why do I gotta make a mod? The world may never know. They hate you? I don't think it's a hatred thing. I think at best, they just like have a certain artistic style for the game, and they want people to respect it. So. Have I tried playing the game in Rise filters? I did. And my main takeaway there is the filters that they designed are almost exclusively for taking pictures. Also, Izu, I don't know if you had a chance to test the Wilds, Vivid Wilds mod. How do you rank my default setting? Obviously, it's designed so that you can do whatever you want, but I think the default setting, I think I dialed it in pretty well. Give you a few minutes? I'll give you more than that. I mean, I'm not rushing you, I'm just curious. You haven't played Wilds, waiting for your brain fog to clear. Uh-oh. You didn't get the Bovid, did you? Sorry to hear that if you did. I think the key is IQ is like, just give people options. Like, there's no harm in giving people options. Even if people want the most, like, blown-out, oversaturated game that ever exists, like, let them? If that makes them happy? I mean, it makes me happy. I should give that guy the smaller dust option? Why? I'm not... My opportunity cost is anytime I work on one thing, I'm not working on another thing. I don't want to go back to all of the things just to give one guy a fucking tiny dust because he doesn't like the big clust, the big dust. He can just turn it off. If he's not strong enough for big dust, turn it off. He started when you were 22? How many years ago was that? I would say don't, for whatever it's worth, don't wait. You never know what tomorrow may or may not bring. There's no, like, 3 years, it's probably Bovid, man. I mean, just to be honest. I got long Bovid. My brain is mostly fine. My body's kind of fucked up, though. Long COVID effects on Dong. Every day I try to shake it back to life, and every day it says not today. That should be enough, right? To make our Kazu switch axe. Yep. Alright. Well, the other Hikikomori that I know is pretty much the same way. He never got it. No vaccines, but never goes out, so he hasn't gotten sick. Do we do one more? We need the steak. I blew right past it, didn't I? It's rare. You're in a constant state of staying up until 5 a.m. and your brain barely functions? Just as a suggestion, and I'm sure you've gotten plenty, but what worked really well for me is taking like a small dose, not a gigadose, a small dose of melatonin, because, and I'm not a doctor, so this is not medical advice, but my understanding is long COVID could really mess up your mitochondria, which I know is like, sounds weird, but my understanding is it does that, and so your mitochondria are responsible for helping produce melatonin. So just take a little bit, and it might help regulate you so you can get a better sleep so that your brain works. I was able to do that long enough. My body's still fucked up, but my sleep got a little bit better. Maybe we just do a normal Kazu. When am I going to fix the gas prices? How much power do you think I have? I don't hold any political office. Yeah, I do owe Australia first. That's an actual blood debt. Mod Trump with Claude? It's the first good suggestion I'll stream. Just walk? It's like literally impossible for some people based on where they live. I mean, not everybody can walk. Where my uncle lived, I would need to actually pack like a tent and like a sleeping bag and like camp overnight if I were to walk to the grocery store. So if you have Vivid Rise installed, Susie, it might be replacing the camera filter option. It literally works off the camera filters. So you might need to disable Vivid Rise and restart the game. Marinoma area, most of America is designed around having a car. Not all of it. There are certain cities, and of course there's certain towns where, based on where you live, you might be fine. But public transportation is unreliable at best. And, you know, I mean, like, realistically, are you going to walk 5 miles with groceries? No. And then, yeah, sidewalks, and if there's not a sidewalk, then you're walking on the side of the road. I don't know if you guys noticed recently, there's a lot of worse drivers out there. They added more bike lanes in your city? Okay, I'm gonna fix your gas prices. Time for you to get a bike. Get an e-bike. I mean, gas is $150 a barrel right now. I mean, I don't know if it's ever been this bad before. I think that's the worst it's ever been. I'd have to double check. Get an electric car? Well, if you don't have a house, having an electric car in the United States also gets to be really difficult. Again, it's a recursive problem. A lot of grocery stores are starting to have chargers for electric cars, but if your apartment place doesn't have one, if there's not on-street charging, like, what are you going to do? Trying my new Vivid Wilds mod? Thanks, brother. Let me know if you have any feedback. Vivid mod is great. Thank you. So are you. Thank you. If you can believe it, the first 30 minutes of the stream was everybody nonstop shitting on me for making mods. It was actually horrible. I'm like, why am I streaming? I could be watching pornography right now. I'm just gonna be jerking it and making mods. But thank you. I just do it for the likes. I don't do it for anything else. You don't need to do that, Pog. Thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said. Are they not here to see the mod? I don't know why they're here. I would kind of like to add the drug mode to the Rise shader. Can I do it? I can try and do it now. I'm getting the urge. Because I figured it out in Wilds, and the same logic might work in Rise. I mean, if it would make Nefudis happy, then it would make me happy. It works perfectly in Wilds. I don't know why it didn't work in Rise, but I didn't really try that hard. Your SARS came in over 2,500? Are you like the god of COVID? like the fucking chaos spawn? Like the Nurgle of COVID? I don't mean to laugh. I might be too. Well, all I'll say is all you can do is the best you can do. You can't, like, time travel to the point where you didn't have it. Shadows are looking a little fucked up on his body. Give me 1 second. I want to change my shadow settings. There we go. That's cleaning it up a little bit. Give me the steak. I need the steak. All right, let me look for my MD file. I've got so many projects. Hold on, it's getting a little hard to find it. Brentalfloss, I mean, I'm not a doctor and I know no details, but like 9 times out of 10, like, I think that's what it is. We got a rare, by the way. Just give me one moment. I'm going to try and add the trip mode to Rise. Okay. All right, what's next? Supple Peel? I'm assuming that's the master rank. Little shark guy thing. Yeah, no, it happened fast for me too. I had like one bad night of sleep and a fever, and then after that I was like, no, I'm fucked. But what are you gonna do? It's life. I mean, you know, at least we're alive. That's the important thing. Do I have all the master rank stuff I need? Minus the supple peel. Yes. So then we would want just... Well, actually, there might be a little guy quest. No? They gave you 3 months of paid time off because of COVID? Well, that's genuinely the amount of time you would probably want to have to recover. It just, I mean, it depends on the person. I mean, some people get it, they're like, oh, it was just a cold. And you're like, fuck you. He's a big boy. The rotting king lifestyle for 3 months. Dude, why do these guys have such a large carve table? Hello? I don't really know where the rest of the sharks are. I know they're in that little area. Maybe there's some over here. There's one. Alright, that's everything we need from Master Rank. Alright, I'm gonna try. We're gonna try it. Put in the right auto run, right? Yeah. Oh no, is this gonna fuck up all of our talismans? Alright, high rank? Probably need high rank stuff. Master rank can't get the pale cut? Pale steak? Maybe we have enough. Probably here. Is it HR1? Dude, why do they disrespect Kezu so much in this game? Have you tried diet and exercise? Yeah. Yeah, they love that. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure diet and exercise in a vacuum help, but like, I don't know. It's not gonna fix a broken leg. Why is it so dark? It's so dark. Dude, the lighting, the game actually looks good. This lighting actually looks good on him. What the hell? He's like glowing. My shadow mod part of Vivid Rise? It has a partial... It actually doesn't share any code anymore with Crisp Shade or Crisp Shadows, but I talked to DSC about it, and he said he would like to take my improvements and incorporate them back into his mod. So he's got the code for it now. Because mine actually increases the, among other things, it enables changing shadow resolution. It enables a lot of things. There's a lot of things here that it does that Crisp Shade doesn't, but I'm letting him do it, so. It's kind of the same thing as Wilds. This game doesn't really need like per map shaders for like color and stuff, but it definitely needs per map changes for shadows. I mean, I'll send you what I have to Foodist, just don't post it anywhere, because he wanted to post it. But I'll give you what I have, just between homies, you know, just between friends. There you go. You should have it right now. Oh, and apparently it is there? Yo! Do you need help with the DLL? Talk to DSC about it. You guys are both way more technical with that sort of thing than I am. Playing the music? My DMCA! All right, hold on. All right, is it Moon Sugar? SoundCloud. Is it this one? It's this one. All right, you tell me if it's too loud. Not, you want it louder?
More sugar drop into my feet.
It's a good match because there's no music. Dude, it looks so good when he does his lightning! Holy shit! I'm not a drug user, but I might make an exception for tonight. Yo, I turned Smurf mode! What the fuck? Dude, it saves the image at the exact value it was! That's sick! All right, I am going to upload this to the mod Nexus. I just need to make a few changes. It's right there. All right, hold on. Seizure warning. Ah! So fucking cool, man. Hey, Honey Step, thank you. I like to think that you made that subscription because you're like, this mod's fucking based. You can put a screenshot of this on my guild card as well. You're probably right. Song name? Oh, let me throw that in the YouTube chat. This Moonsugar Cassius Cosade song. It used to be on YouTube. It's not there anymore. It's like privated for some reason. But apparently it's on archive.org. Let me look it up. I want to download it. The song is great, but the God, where is it? How did you find it, Susie? You said you found it. How did you find that? Why is it only 10 megabytes? What? Okay, hold on. I need to have this saved on my computer. Can you have modded 2B's fat ass on your guild card? Probably. But how did you know it was going to be an archive? Oh, the 720 60 FPS one is the one that I want. It's higher quality. Do people just constantly upload YouTube videos to archive.org? All right, hold on. I think we're almost ready. Where is it? To push a new version of this. But who is they? They don't like it when you ask questions. But how do they know? Who are they? All right, almost there. Yeah. All right, let's upload it. Hey, Unlucky, how are you? I every once in a while I check in on the Crimson Desert thread just to check in on you, just to make sure you're there, that everything is okay. My content. Vivid Rise. I have 7 comments already on Vivid Wilds. I'm almost scared. I'm almost scared to read it. Should I not read my comments? Someone's going to be pissed off at something, and it's going to have nothing to do with me. 220 hours is a lot of fucking hours. Read them on stream. It's almost up, Yarmanite. It is up. Should be done right now. Hold on, let's see. Did it not save? Give it a second. Sometimes it's a little slow. Why does it say it was uploaded -1 minutes ago? Am I a time traveler? What does that even mean, -1 minutes ago? It's going to be uploaded in the future? What does that mean? Huh? I have to say, I don't love Mod Nexus. Like, I don't hate it, but like... Oh, it's a free service, I guess. Here's the page. Somebody do the thing where you refresh it until the mod updates. I'm going to read the comments on Vivid Wilds. Now I don't see Vivid Wilds up anymore. Where did it go? Oh, is it because of Monster Hunter? I have Monster Hunter Rise selected, maybe. There we go. 7 comments. How to install this? What the fuck? Not perfect, but useful? Fuck you! All right, there's going to be a lot of dumb people flocking to this mod. What do they expect perfect? How could I make it more perfect? I'm actually giving instructions, and this is like actually kind of making me angry because I shouldn't have to do this, but I am going to. All right. I added instructions. I'm too nice. I hear that all the time. And it's probably true. The main description says how to install it. I added it again. I don't know what else to do. Okay, what are the other posts? I was playing with the tool. Notice on the home screen, the game starts. Train area, you can't save a configuration. They've got, they're talking a whole lot of shit, and I don't know what they're talking about. And I ask if HDR is supported. Yes, it is supported. I really don't know what this other guy's talking about. You can't save a configuration in the training area and the game start. I don't know what they're talking about, man. Why do you want... He really cares about the title screen. Pale Bone. Thundersack. I think Thundersack is that... That's still Kezu, right? It's not a very high drop rate. I'm not a Thundersack. I mean, it's probably a pretty easy fix to allow saved configs on the title screen. It seems like a very nitpicky complaint, though. Like, how long are you sitting on the title screen for? That your gaming experience is being ruined? But I suppose it's valid. Dude, I'm so good. Dude, I did it again. Modding is a thankless job. Not even a thank you, just fuck you, your mod's not perfect. But I'm guessing it's just not perfect because he can't save his title screen. It's like, whatever. It really should be an easy fix. I think I gotta push another update too, because I might have forgotten the GOG arena. Can dodge it, but I can't rage slash it. You don't like the vein popping on Vivid? You know what it reminds me of? Monster Hunter Online Kazoo. He kinda looked like this. Not that I would actually want a job at Capcom, but is this the sort of work that, like, people should be getting paid to do? Like, what does a game developer do? Like, I genuinely don't know. I know they make video games. Oh, come on. I just want to get hired and fix the color. That's literally all I want to do. You're right, Hex did get hired, didn't he? I couldn't tell if he actually went to Japan to work, or if they just, like, let him work from home. I never did get to see Great Jagras do Ecliptic Meteor. Kind of sick. I'd have a ton of meetings saying this is a good feature and already supported. And then project managers would tell you it's not a priority, with stakeholders, and you should write a system to make it easier to add more DLC costumes instead. Do you have personal experience? That sounds very much like you have personal experience. I literally just want to work for a week and add color functionality to the game. That's it. That's all I would do. And they don't have to pay me in money. They could just give me the source code for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. It very much does seem like there's a very structured, like, hierarchy system. The guy has to redo the fireball animation 10,000 times. Your poison looks too much like water. It should look more like water and oil. Not like that. Do it again. What's your favorite Monster Hunter game? If it still didn't look this ugly, Monster Hunter Rise without Wirebugs is going up there. That's going to really piss off a lot of people. Once you finally make it a good game, it's actually like kind of a good game. But I mean, World's really good. 3U is really good. Portable Third's really good. 4U is really good. You're asking me like what my favorite child is, and it's not a good, not a fair question to ask me.
Renditioning just resubscribed for 15 months. Wirebugs.
Thank you, Renditioning. My least favorite child? Wilds is there right now. Wilds is only fun in a very specific context when you play with your friends. And that's pretty much it. So were you being outsourced, Save the World, to work on things? And you were like, hey, the system you're using on is pretty fucked. We think you should do this. They said no, and then you spent your entire time working just fixing the bugs you said that was going to happen? It's just my normal way of enjoying Monster Hunter. Like, I almost have to relearn how to enjoy Monster Hunter with Wilds because it's such a multiplayer-focused game. And, you know, the content in there is pretty difficult, you know? I mean, if you fuck up at all in, like, Proof of a Hero, you're probably gonna lose. I'm working on it, Unlucky. The color mod I just made is generally gonna improve. Rise is your least favorite? It's so much better without Wirebugs. But I mean, I get it. If you're playing on console, I would not want to play Rise. No, no, no. It's very funny. No, I wouldn't do it, Unlucky, until, like, it probably won't happen, but if Capcom ever released crossplay on Rise, maybe then. But otherwise, it's not worth it. Why don't I like Wirebugs? The worst part about it is wire fall recovery. But the moves on Wirebugs can make the weapons play in a very boring playstyle where you focus just spamming the same Wirebug move the whole time. And that's not why I like these games. I like being incentivized to use a wide variety of moves. Some counters are okay, but when all you're doing is spamming like a Wirebug counter, it just gets very boring. So everything else is low rank Kezu. I guess we just go to the village. This quest is a little bit of infamy. Wait! This is the only time you get the cutscene for it? What? So good. Just gaslight them. I don't know, man. Today's been a rough day for everyone. I don't want to make anyone's day worse. That sapling go low. You just missed the colors. You want to see them? There it comes. You don't want to get got by the nothing happens? That would appear to be the general state. Just better off just play like nothing ever happens. You don't like colors? What happened? You just told me you like colors. Dude, look at the fucking Vigor Wasp. You don't watch the news? Just casually threaten nuclear annihilation of another country. That's all. Can I make it black and white? I don't know if I have that setting here. Maybe? How's that?
Yeah.
Can I invert the screen? You guys are asking an awful lot from me. You know that?
調子はどうだ承知したさてやるか
It's too black and white.
承知した
You're the ones that wanted it black and white. Now it's too black and white. What the fuck?
承知した佐藤頼んだぞ
Guys, you seriously cannot win. It's not black and white enough. Can I get the rapid morph thing here? Huh? I'm a winner? I feel like one, yeah. Rampage deco. We're looking for the Switch one? I don't see it. Switch, Rampage, Deco. Switch file boost. Switch file boost, Rampage Deco. I'm looking for the crafting recipe. Master rank magma almudron materials? I could have sworn I would have had that. Really? Beat magma almudron. When's the mod to rework that skill to be usable? You know, I only have so much time in my day, in my life, unlucky, and I don't know that that needs to be something. My concern, always unlucky, is I'm going to change something to completely break the meta. I like making things viable that were unviable, but I don't want it to be like, oh, everyone's using Narwa's soul now. When's the mod to make Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate 2? I'm working on it. Master Bang Creator? I never used it! You can't prove that I did. Magma Almudron. Well, there's so many skills unlucky that it's clear that at a certain point, like, they kind of just give up. Like they said, it can't prove the guy used turbo. You're right. Nani mono da.
問いが重なり灼熱と眼界とともに答えるゆとりは与えられることなく燃えるミドロより現れる主の姿は沸騰する雫を滴らせ不敵な笑みをたたえる浴びせられる炎を受け流し応援を散らしながら返礼の舞が始まるお前たちの来る炎は時期に等しいとあざけるかのよう
Am I fluent in Japanese? I studied it for 1 year. And I've spent several months in Japan, but I wouldn't consider myself fluent. But, you know, I can understand basic stuff, and I can do some basic communication, and for a tourist, that's plenty. It's not like I'm going to walk up to some random person on the street and, like, be like, hey, do you want to talk about the news? Nope. Just want to be polite and be able to travel and order food without being a complete asshole. And I mostly do that. I think I do a pretty good job at that. Do I live in Japan still? No. Although I'll probably be doing some traveling pretty soon. I'm getting kind of bummed out by the United States, so I might be going back to Japan in a couple months. Am I Japanese? No. No, I am ancestrally Irish and British. Can I take you with me? We can meet up. I mean, what do you want me to do? Buy your plane ticket? How long ago was in Thailand? I don't know, 4 or 5 months? That was great. There was no problems over there. Put you in a suitcase. I actually have a lot of friends say that when I travel. They're like, can you just put me in a suitcase? Thought I was half Mexican. I was just talking about the side I can confirm. The other side I cannot confirm. Wasn't there a Cambodian border situation when I was there? Adjacent to the time I was there. You know what? There was definitely at one point, because I went there over the summer, and there was a situation. I don't know if there's still a situation. Dude, look at this fucking magma Allmother. Well, yeah, traveling brings me a lot of joy, mostly because I can actually order and eat food without feeling like I'm being ripped off. You know? Like, especially, like, if you're doing a bunch of streaming or a lot of working and stuff, and you get to spend the equivalent of $1 and have food delivered to your door, that's pretty nice. That's like, that's great. I love that. Had a condo near the beach. It was like $300 a month. That was pretty great. Now you guys are making me think I need to go back. Like now. I got stuff I gotta do. I'm still taking care of, my uncle passed away in October. I'm still taking care of his estate. But once that's done, I'll be on my way. Jen's gonna go with me? She went last time. You forgot? It's okay, I forgive you. Was that the guy in the mountains of hentai room? That's Rundus. That's what he did. Gotta talk to him about that. You have a hentai room? Look, man, they all know. The jig's up. Just, I tried to deny it too. I'm not gonna let you get away with it. I spent most of my time in Tokyo the last time I went, and before that, it was almost entirely in Osaka. I can't believe you, Rundus, you know people that did not like Osaka. What did they like doing instead? I loved Osaka. More stereotypically traditional Japanese things? They go to Japan to have, like, tea ceremonies? I mean, you can, I guess. Kyoto's right there, too. It's right next to Osaka. It's not like you got to choose one or the other. You can do both. All I cared about was the eating. And a small degree, the drinking under the bridge. That was also fucking based. Dude, I can't remember where the Hypno Cafe is. And I'm worried I actually went. Because maybe I did go and they hypnotized me. Like, you'll never remember this. It's possible. I remember seeing it and thinking I should go. And every time I try to find it ever since, it hasn't been there. This is, should I be scared right now? Oh. Woo! You know, he's a lot more fun than normal Allmother. You know that? The same levels of fun? I just like the moveset on Magma more, that's all. He's a little bit easier to read. Yo! Big damage! This is like the monster Rage Slash was designed for. Will this reach? Oh! Fuck you! I'm dominating this thing. It was a good choice to do the leaping wide slash. Okay, hold on. Let's not get too carried away, Trey. What did you do? Why are you attacking it like that? There you go. That was pretty fast. I don't know what parts I need for the Rampage deco. I can't imagine it's that bad. So for pure water and pure fire, is there really any reason other than to use Almadron and Magmadron? Does Ludroth ever ascend? I'm trying to think what else is even out there for water and fire. Flaming Espinos, I guess. Flaming is just better. I don't know. Can we take a quick peek with the hammer? The Magmadron. Oh, I can't see it yet. Flaming is better? Really? I guess it's got native purple. The slots are really good. Let me check on my other character. It's true. Free poison's pretty nice, isn't it? Three, 10, 23, 20. It's got affinity too. 310, 75. Yeah, I think Flaming Espinos just has to clear it. There's no way. Affinity, poison, a level 4 slot. I don't see how you can build Magmadron to be that much better. Like, it's got to be such a mild upgrade. The level 4 slot and the level 1 slots alone got to help carry it, no? It's got a level 3 Rampage slot. Three days were spent in Osaka, 1 day in Kobe. What do you think? How was Osaka? Lie to me. Tell me it was the best time you had ever. I guess if you don't want to engage any other humans, it doesn't matter, but it's like almost every day or every other day I went down Dotonbori just to, like, I don't know, see people and eat food and drink beer under the bridge. It was awesome. It was really genuinely great. I know that sounds like really fucking degenerate, but you know what? The heart wants what the heart wants. And that was a lot of fun. All right, I think I'm good. Yeah, it's a short stream today, but there's some stuff I want to work on. I'm going to fix up the Vivid Wilds so that motherfucker has his presets on the title screen. And I'm going to try and fix the armor set search for Rise. And then what else? Might get to work on my rework of no Wirebugs, no Spirit Birds. Yeah, USJ's fun. I thought USJ was great. My only beef with USJ was, like, the food was kind of too expensive. I already put in installation instructions. They're on fucking Mod Nexus. They shouldn't need my instructions on how to install a mod. Good luck with a long COVID. You too, brother. We'll survive. All right. Have a good night, everyone. I believe. Goodbye.